up too high with nowhere to fall down to. Empathy around you, standing looking back. You heard it all before now, losing what you didn't know you had. Fearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering, you still have this open. When this could be good enough for us, this could be good enough for us. When this could be good enough for us, this could be good enough for us. This could be good enough for This could be good enough for Hearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic instincts overpowering, you still have this open. When this could be good enough for us. Standing up too high with nowhere to fall down to. Empathy around you, standing looking back. You heard it all before now, losing what you didn't know you had. Hearing what you want is nearing, but you're really trying to get away from it. Basic
STN Racing proudly presents round one of the eNASCAR Road to Pro qualifying iRacing series. It's race number 5, and these 33 drivers have to go through the Lady in Black if they want to have a shot at making it to the next round. After tonight, only 3 more races remain to get yourself into the top 70 in points to advance, and for some drivers, the hourglass is just about empty. Glad to have you along for the ride, everybody. Jacob Pitts and Ben Easterday here with you for the call. Zach Johnson, our producer, for tonight. And, Ben, this racetrack has very little grip as it is. iRacing took away more grip this week. The track acts like sandpaper against these tires, and these guys are going to be sliding around this track all night long.
Yes, they are, and on top of that, it's pretty single groove now with how the track is, so position is going to be key. These restarts are going to be killer. They got to get in there as good as they can and try to keep their positions on the restarts. That's the thing to pay attention to.
Again, as I mentioned, 33 cars in the field, under 500 drivers registering for tonight's race. But Talladega, we had close to 1,000 tonight, about half of that. But still a lot of regulars in this split. Some of our higher I-rating guys moved up into top split. But for the most part, it's the same field that we've had the last 4 races. A couple of different drivers now in this split that haven't been here before. Let's run through our starting grid for tonight's race. Caden Honeycutt lines up on the pole position. Corey Carpenter lines up to his outside. Then it's Garrett Conrath in third. Justin Knobloch lines up fourth. Our very own Blake McCandless starts from the 5th starting spot. Michael Guerrilla starts 6th. Ryan Lowe in 7th with Chris Overland on his outside. Daniel Smallwood in 9th. Richmond winner Colin Bowden starts from the 10th starting spot. Starting in 11th is Umar Diallo, then Colton Selleck in 12th, Nicholas Shelton in 13th, Garrison Hogan lining up in the 14th spot, Brandon Howe 15th, Will Norton lines up in 16th. He lost at Talladega by, a couple of inches. Kyle Myers starts 17th, Kevin King in 18th, Christopher Pfeiffer in 19th, Michael Fenlison in 20th. 21st, Jacob Harberts with Liam Brotherton lining up on his outside. Then it's Connor Horn and Tim Sozio, Matthew Lee and PJ Evans 25th and 26th, Christian Peterson 27th, Lucas Cram 28th, Ben Nelson 29th, Jose Salas Jr. rounding out the top 30. And the final 3 spots go to Will Klein, Josh Berry, yes, that Josh Berry, and Mitchell Hunt. That rounds out the field, and we are coming to green. Ben, what's one thing you're watching here as we get ready to go?
I'm going to be watching these people that didn't qualify work their way up front. It's going to be fun to see if they're able to pass, and we are on green flag.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. Corey Carpenter leads us to the green flag, as well as, Caden Honeycutt. He got out of the gate really well, and we head down into turn number 1, and we're going to see everybody get single file as Blake McCandless is already sideways. He's able to hang on to it. Everybody could not hang on to it, though. The caution's out. We've got a crash in the back of the field. Tim Sozio with rear end damage. One truck smoking, and we made it not even a corner. And yes, it's going to be back here. Will Klein with a lot of damage. In the stack up, it was PJ Evans that got into the back of Matthew Lee, who sent him in to the Tim Sozio machine. He went around, and Will Klein nowhere to go. Here's the replay. You see there, everybody's just sliding into the corner, and there you see the shot that gets the 8 truck around, and then Will Klein came flying in there. There's the contact, and there's Will Klein. Nowhere to go, but right into the side of the 8 truck.
Yeah, and that was one of the people that didn't qualify, and that didn't really help him there. He either got ran over or just smashed into it.
And no fast repairs, so his night, he's going to be spending a while on pit road. I don't think he got hit. I think he just thought there was a gap there, and he went for it until the gap wasn't there anymore.
So obviously no takers except for the cars that are wrecked to pit road. We got a couple people that I recognized from the last time I was in the broadcast. We got Honeycutt, got Carpenter. I know Chris Overland.
Yeah, and well, let's see. Knobloch, he's been around a couple of races. Guerrilla has been one or two this season. McCandless has been in, I believe, every race so far. Colin Bowden returning. Smallwood again. Shelton, obviously, who was second back at Las Vegas. You'll notice Santiago Tires not in this split. I believe he's going to be in top split. Will Norton, as I mentioned, he lost by a couple of inches 2 weeks ago at Talladega.
I also see some of them running throwback schemes. It looks like Honeycutt's running a splash and goes. Looks like it's off of the 42 Bell car, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, a lot of throwbacks in the field. Will Norton throwing back with the Hefty machine or the well, let's see, Hefty on the hood, Reynolds on the side of the truck to throw back to Eric McClure, who unfortunately passed away. That was this past weekend, I think, if memory serves me correct, as we're doubling up here and getting ready for another restart.
Pace car is going to be heading in.
And we'll see how long these guys can make it. We are 4 laps complete when we get the restart. It's Honeycutt, Conrath, Carpenter, Knobloch, and it's Guerrilla in the 5th spot to bring us back to the restart. Pace car is in. Honeycutt is on the gas, not wasting any time. Green flag's back in the air. We are back underway here at Darlington.
Already making it 3 wide. Looks like for 10th place, it sort of back down to 2 by 2 behind the leaders.
I don't know if I even want to be side by side going into turn 1 and 2, to be completely honest. The leaders look like they're going to make it through turn 1 okay. They'll make it through turn 2 just fine, and we've officially made it the longest we have all night long, as now it's a train up at the front. The first double wide battle, you've got right behind Shelton, it's Salick and Norton, the 28 and the 14. That is, for I believe 13th spot, we have completed a lap under green.
Yeah, Honeycutt and Conrath are pulling away with we got a single car line pretty much all the way back to 20th place.
And that's pretty much what we're going to see here at Darlington, is a lot of single file racing, not because they can't pass as much as these trucks are so out of control that you need every ounce of room that you've got to hang onto the track and keep it out of the wall and out of everybody else's way.
Yeah, and once you get double wide, I mean, you're slowing each other down and you're going to lose the car that's in front of you. So if you're in the top 10 right now, it's probably the smartest thing to do is just hang around with the guy in front of you. Even if he's slightly slower, it's still faster than running side by side, and then you're going to lose the car in front of him.
Seven laps complete here at Darlington. Single wide pretty much all the way through the field. Scanning the field to see if there is any battle going on right now. There is not. Everybody is just kind of hanging in there. 140 laps are up on the board, so they have a long time to make it through this race. And we've got one in the wall back in turn 4 off the pace. That is Kyle Myers in the 11. He continues to lose spots, now outside the top 20. We're going to be seeing that a lot tonight as well. Trucks in the wall.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the only double wide we're seeing is all the way in the back from 23rd on. Everyone else,
they're bottled up back there because of people hitting the wall. That causes everybody to slow up, bunch up, and they want to get by as fast as they can.
Well, might not be that long until we need to start looking up some Darlington facts.
Well, The caution on lap 1 I expected. The longest green flag run coming right at the start I did not expect. Right now, 9 laps in the books, make it 10 laps in the books this time around. 130 laps to go. And, I mean, you've got a lot of people close together. Problem is nobody's willing to make a move thus far. Honeycutt and Conrath have broken away. Then it's a 3-truck group of Carpenter, Knobloch, and Overland. And then Guerrilla leading another pack around with Bowden, McCandless, Ryan Lowe, and Omar Diallo hanging on the tail of that pack.
Yeah, the leader has about a half a second on second place. And same thing, although it's a bit closer, it got about a 4/10 for Conrath on the third place, which is Carpenter. But, yeah, the leader is just pulling away. Just got to hope that he's not using up his tires, and in the long run, it's going to end up biting him.
Caden Honeycutt continues to lead. He's led every single lap thus far here at Darlington. We've got a big pack in the back, and this is for 27th. PJ Evans, Matthew Lee, Lucas Cram, Sozio, and let's see, who else is in here? Ben Nelson in this pack. They are all over each other, and I can't believe they haven't wadded them up yet.
Yeah, it looked like someone was riding the wall there, got into it, so that slowed them down a heck of a lot, and that just jumbled them up a bit, but they're getting back to single wide.
Jacob Harberts makes a move on Christopher Pfeiffer. That's back for the 20th spot. They settle it out. Harberts will take off and focus his energy on Michael Fenlison in front of him. Battle here, Smallwood and Will Norton side by side. This is for 12th. Norton gets the spot.
Getting the spot, looks like he's pulling away.
Pulling away, and there's a big train in front of him with Nicholas Shelton at the back of it, and at the front of it, Justin Knobloch, who made the pass on Corey Carpenter for third. And they are starting to close in a little bit on Garrett Conrath, who is in second. This time by, they're all pretty even at start-finish line speed-wise. Everybody with a 30.9 or slower. Caden Honeycutt with a 30.6 that last time by. So he's definitely on rails around this track.
Yeah, he's already a second ahead, so what we'll be mainly watching is behind him. What they have to worry about is if you're at the end of this train, you really got to pay attention to the checkups, because what can happen is the car in front will get off the brakes just slightly earlier than you think, and then it just goes back and back and back. And if you're the last car, you got to slam on those brakes as hard as you can, or at least let off a bit. Otherwise, you're in the back end of the car in front of you.
Daniel Smallwood getting freight trained right now. Kevin King just blew by him like he was standing still. He got shuffled up to the high side in turn 1 and lost 3 spots because of it. Now Brandon Hoff is right behind him. That was for 13th. As now they're all back to single file. That's kind of your secondary pack. And it's almost like Talladega, where we've got multiple packs going on around the racetrack, and they're all training single file. But now Justin Knobloch has broken away and is in the tire tracks of Garrett Conrath for P2.
Yeah, he's catching him. I'm wondering if Conrath is using a bit more tire with these open setups they have. And one setup might use the tire more than the other one, especially at this track that where's the cars that we got double wide behind them.
That's Chris Overland sliding it in and past Corey Carpenter. Carpenter tries to make the crossover, but he's just too far back and doesn't have the grip.
Slide job, but the car in front of him, Justin Knockblock, almost lost it on entry. Oh, we got a car in the wall.
Oh, that's Guerrilla. He's up and into the wall.
He's gone.
McCandless is going to get by. Bowden's going to get by. Lowe is going to stay in line for the moment. Now he's going to get underneath Guerrilla. He's going to lose another spot here. Maybe Guerrilla fights back on the high side and hangs on.
Man, that was close.
And now up behind Garrett Conrath in the second spot.
We got double-eyed racing for 20th position.
Oh man, Mitchell Hunt back there. Pfeiffer as well. He's still sideways. Almost put Hunt in the wall. Jose Solis Jr. back there as well. In the Fortnite machine, Josh Berry right behind this battle. And the 33 just says, all right, enough, I'll fall to the back. So Barry gets by. He moves up into the 26th position. He started at the back of the field. Here's a battle. Kevin King, Colton Salick, 14th spot. Rather, it's Brotherton and Salick, 15th.
Yeah, we've had cloud cover at the track for a good couple of minutes. That's definitely going to help them cool the temperatures of their tires and cool the temperatures of the track. And will help them run a bit faster times until the cloud cover goes away. Got a pass for 15th. Tried to pass.
And Brotherton and Salick again. Still side by side. We'll see if any of them give going into turn one.
Yep,
It looks like Salick will. We got another one way up by the wall. This is back here with Corey Carpenter and Colin Bowden for fourth. That got scary. And actually, Knobloch able to get by them all. And now here comes Carpenter again on the inside. Or no, that's not Carpenter on the inside. That's Bowden. He takes the spot. It's Carpenter that loses a spot. Now Ryan Lowe on the bottom. Omar Diallo went to the bottom. Now back up to the top.
Yeah, just one mistake can just shuffle you. It reminds me of old Bristol, where if you get out of the main line, then you're just going to be bait for everyone else to be able to pass you and try to take advantage of getting the position.
Yeah, you make a mistake and you lost all the time that you gained. Probably more, and maybe even a spot, depending on how close the battle is. Guerrilla got sideways off 4, and here comes Ryan Lowe on the inside. They almost make contact in turn 1. Guerrilla fighting hard on the high side. Here comes Omar Diallo underneath him as well.
See what Omar can do here if he tries to send it.
He does not. Now Shelton's up on the high side.
And the high side's going to be faster, so Omar is going to be dropping back here. He might try to fall behind this green car.
Going to try and side draft Shelton here down the front straightaway into 1. Shelton gets by on the high side, but Diallo gets in line, bunching up Will Norton and everybody behind him.
Yeah, bad entry there. Caused the orange car behind him to check up, and he was able to get back in line.
Here comes Chris Soderlund. He is about 2 car lengths back on second place, Garrett Conrath.
Yeah, ahead of him by 2.5 seconds is Honeycutt just blowing by.
Having a grand old time up there.
Oof. Overland looks pretty loose on exit.
Loose is fast as long as it's not too loose. Then you're crashed.
Yeah, and he started in 8th, so I'm wondering how much tire did he use to try to get those positions.
Well, him and Conrath are running 31.6s. Caden Honeycutt has been running 31.8s. Conrath and Overland are closing in your race leader, Caden Honeycutt. So did Honeycutt abuse his stuff in the early part of this one?
We'll have to see. Ooh, there's a dive bomb back there. That was
Ryan Lowe, oh boy. And Carpenter, I think, got the wall because here comes Knobloch for third. Colin Bowden's going to join the party here. He wants fourth in turn one. Won't get it.
Oh, they're all in the wall.
They keep it rolling. Knobloch now. He's going to lose 2 spots. Lost it to Bowden. Now McCandless gets by him.
I don't know if that was net lag on my side, but it looked like all 3 or 4 just followed each other into the wall there.
It's possible. I didn't see it, but it certainly is possible here. The gap is under 2 seconds for the lead. It's down to 1.7 seconds and closing. Conrad 0.3 faster than the truck in front of him in Honeycutt and the truck behind him in Chris Overland. Fastest car on the track.
Yeah, I'm watching Ryan Lowe now. He's on the back end of Knobloch. We might see him do another send if he gets a run.
Maybe. The last send that Lowe did, it was at least on the inside of the truck going into turn number 3. It wasn't like he came in from the top rope. It was still a pretty far send, but he was underneath him nonetheless.
He is right on the rear end of him. Ooh, trying to get him loose.
Yep, trying to pressure him into a mistake and almost crashing behind Corey Carpenter. He got sideways with Will Norton up the rear of his truck. He'll go by in turn number 3 and pick up P10.
Yeah, what Lowe was trying to do is what happened about 4 positions behind him.
And now here comes Liam Brotherton on the inside of the 9 of Corey Carpenter. The Club Jerky Machine on the inside. Can't get there. Carpenter roaring back on the top.
Yeah, that high side just has way more speed on exits. And they can just keep the momentum while the underside, while the underside
Oh boy!
has to let up and it loses the momentum underside.
Garrison Hogan almost had trouble right in front of him. Kevin King gets by him, and Michael Gorilla just waiting in the wings, waiting for something to break out that he can pounce on. Brotherton's going to try and set up Carpenter again off of 2.
He's there. Let's see if he tries to, yep. There he goes. Slide job, but he checked up a bit. That might hurt Carpenter for the car behind him. You might
and he got loose off exit. Garrett Conrath has got the lead down to 0.2 of a second. Oh my goodness, where is Ryan Lowe going? He went way low down the back straightaway. Shelton gets by, Diallo gets by, and Will Norton is right there as well. And we officially have our first retiree. Will Klein has indeed parked the truck. He's done for the night. Let's go to the battle for the lead. Caden Honeycutt, Garrett Conrath.
Yeah, the lead was cut down from 2.5 seconds. It's now to 0.2. So I'm wondering if Honeycutt just burned it up and Conrath is on his rear end right now.
Conrath last time by 0.3 faster. This time by they're about even at start finish with lap time, but Conrath is 2 truck lengths back.
Now it's easy to catch up. It's going to be a lot harder for him to try to pass. So it's going to be interesting what he tries to do, whether he tries to go for a run and try to slide job in front of him, hoping that the leader will come a break and let off. Or here it is. Honeycutt looks
looking to the inside on corner exit. Side by side for the lead. Conrath going to lead the lap at start finish. And Honeycutt just going to pull over in turn 1, give him the spot. New leader, Garrett Conrath, here at Darlington. Now, we are closing in on a potential for green flag pit stops. They can make it about 55 to 60 laps on fuel in a run. So in about the next 15 laps, we may start to see pit stops here at Darlington. But Garrett Conrath now leads the eNASCAR Road Report Qualifying iRacing Series Round 1, Race 5 here at Darlington. We're going to go side by side. He won't miss a thing. We're back after this.
We've been waiting for this moment. Generations of innovation all coming together in one place. A pedigree of more than 70 years of NASCAR Cup Series history, from the past to the present, from Petty to Earnhardt to Elliott. Today, there's no more waiting. The future of NASCAR is now. Drive the next-gen cars today on iRacing and step into the next generation of racing.
Welcome back here to Darlington for race number 5 of the eNASCAR Road Report Qualifying iRacing Series Round 1. Remember, the top 70 in points after the 8 races in Round 1 move on to round number 2, and they'll set them up. They'll run 8 more races over the span of about 16 weeks, and then I don't remember what the top number is from there. I think it's the top 20? As we got somebody coming to pit road. It is Blake McCandless, P5. So he's going to open up the window. It's a little bit on the early side, depending on how bad you burned your tires. Again, 55 to 60 laps is what these guys can make on a fuel run. They have 5 sets of tires in the pits. Liam Brotherton says he's coming in on this lap. He's up in the 9th spot. And pit road here, it's no easy task coming in under green.
No, it's not. You have to brake real early to get into the entry, and then even then it's pretty sketchy making sure you're not getting sideways. But these early pit stops, because of how hard it is to pit, or it is hard to pit, but because of how hard it is to pass, it depends on how they get out of the pit lane. Whether they're in traffic or not, they can probably gain a couple spots depending on where they end up, how fast they are.
Oh boy, Justin Knobloch sliding them through 3 and 4. He gets it onto pit road safely, as well as Will Norton, Colin Bowden, Caden Honeycutt is in. Jose Salas Jr. is leaving his box. Brotherton is in, which we knew, and Carpenter's in. Josh Berry comes in. Sozio, who is that opening lap crash, he is in. Here comes the race leader, Garrett Conrath, onto pit road. Chris Overland is in. Nicholas Shelton stays out. Ryan Lowe stays out. Diallo is in. Kevin King, Peterson, Guerrilla, Harberts, and about 3/4 of the field coming in this time. Everybody else staying out, going to try and make it another lap.
Yeah, with this many people coming in, you're going to want to pit as fast as you can. And that's what happening about half of the field or 1/3 of the field now going into pit.
11 cars yet to come in onto pit road. Oh, we got one in the wall in turn 3. McCandless barely gets by. It's Kyle Myers who got turned up into the outside wall, keeps it rolling. He's got damage. Matthew Lee missed pit road coming through turn 4. He's going to have to go around and do another lap. Shelton continues to stay out. Same with Ryan Lowe and Garrison Hogan. Blake McCandless just blew by Garrett Conrath. And McCandless, that is for position, so McCandless just passed your former race leader here under green.
Yeah, and these cars that are staying out, they're hoping for a caution. They're hoping to see what just happened, which was the cars getting in the wall, missing pit road, hopefully spinning it so they can get positions.
Shelton is in. Ryan Lowe stays out. Garrison Hogan stays out. Blake McCandless should wrap around once everybody pits here to become the race leader. It looks like it's going to be McCandless, Conrath, Honeycutt, your top three, all within about a second of each other. Kyle Myers has parked the truck and he is done for the night. Had a rough night at Talladega and a rough night here in early exit. Caden Honeycutt just at the fastest lap of the race, a 29.6. McCandless ran a 29.8 that last time by. Honeycutt backs it up with a pass on Conrath and a 29.7.
Yeah, Honeycutt's really fast on at the beginning of these runs, but again, it depends on how bad he does on the end of the run, how much he uses his tires up.
Ryan Lowe is done. He comes in. He's pitting. Hogan continues to stay out. He's your race leader. The top three have now unlapped themselves in McCandless, Honeycutt, and Conrath. Pfeiffer stays out. Lucas Cram is in, so only two cars have yet to pit. Two trucks. Here comes Hogan in this time.
Got the pits nice and smooth there, especially on the old tires.
Pfeiffer stuck on the high side, nowhere to go. Almost wrecks it coming off turn 4 with Fenless in right behind him. Pfeiffer, I think, should be coming in this time.
I don't think he could because he was stuck on the high side.
Yeah, I didn't have anywhere to go. Now he's got all the track in the world here in turn 3.
They're beating and banging.
Whoa!
They're in the wall.
Brandon Hoff, Salick, Hoff in the wall. Pfeiffer stays out another lap.
I would too after I saw that in front of me.
Battle for second. McCandless and Honeycutt. This is the battle for the eventual lead. Honeycutt's got it down under 0.2 of a second. Peeking to the inside, just a little too far back. Oh man, he got into McCandless. They hang on though, and Pfeiffer is finally on pit road. Everybody's in. So now Blake McCandless back out in front here at Darlington.
Yeah, and he's got Honeycutt behind him, who's faster. Let's see whenever he's going to be able to get a run and try to pass him on the inside. I think it might be this time.
Have to see. Looks to the inside on his corner. Drives it in. McCandless hanging tough on the high side. Gonna try and get that launch off. Honeycutt trying to hang in. They're still side by side, and I think McCandless may throw in the towel here by turn 1, and he will. Caden Honeycutt back to the lead.
I think Honeycutt's going to pull away from him the next 5 to 10 laps until his tires go down.
And now the leaders with lap traffic behind them that is faster. Matthew Lee, Lucas Cram, they're on fresher tires. Here they come, blowing by Conrath, and now they're on the back door of McCandless and Honeycutt.
McCandless a little loose there on exit. Gonna cause them to lose some time on the leader. He's got a lapper that's a bit faster than him behind him.
Probably looking by here off the corner, maybe. Pulls to the inside. There he goes. And he may lose some time to Honeycutt here, but he may get it back depending on when those lappers get to Honeycutt.
Yeah, because the lapper looks like McCandless is going to lose position.
McCandless stays in second. Conrath still behind him in third. And then it's Pfeiffer, who just came off pit road, so he's going to try and get by these guys here. And here comes Conrath to the inside for second. As the lappers get by Honeycutt, Conrath trying to make it stick on the bottom. Can't quite do it. Now they're going to go 3 wide with Pfeiffer. This isn't going to work. Who's going to bail? Not the lapper. Of course he won't. Conrath gets second. McCandless falls to third. Pfeiffer gets 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah, when you're a lapper, it's not the smartest idea to put second and third 3 wide.
Especially at this racetrack. Let's go back to P7. Will Norton, Omar Diallo on the back bumper of his number 14 truck.
It's got the hefty paint scheme on it.
Certainly having a hefty performance here tonight at Darlington. Of course, he almost won 2 weeks ago at Talladega. I'm sure he'd like to replicate that in some form here tonight and maybe come away with the win. Norton 6th in points, so he doesn't have much to worry about. And Will Klein, we talked about him having an early exit. He is also in the top 70 in points right now. He's 171 points above the cut line in 33rd, so he doesn't have much to worry about. He just can't do that too many more times.
No, you can't really do that any more times than this one time.
Because you never know.
Yeah, with how many people are racing for the road to pro and how good they are, 1 or 2 mistakes can knock you out easily.
I mean, Garrett Conrath, he's running second right now. He is 7 points out. David Schildhouse, 81st. He's 35 out. Caden Honeycutt, our race leader, he's 36 points out. Trevor Perry, 37 points out. We saw him at Atlanta a couple of weeks ago. Connor Horn, who's in this race, I believe, he's 74 points out. A lot of fast folks on the outside looking in.
Yeah,
and something like that.
Just saw Oberlin get into the wall there. He lost 2 positions.
Oh, and him and Will Norton almost wadded him up.
All right, now we got Omar in the wall.
And we also have a battle for third. McCandless and Bowden heating up here.
Sorry, that was Will Norton that got in the wall there.
Gonna see a lot of that tonight, as we already have. As we are closing in on 5 laps away from halfway, there goes Bowden. Bowden to third. McCandless falls to fourth.
Yeah, Bowden.
And then Liam Brotherton rounds out the top 5.
Bowden had a really good run on the backstretch, and he was just able to easily pass him in 3 and 4. Got the position.
Here's Knobloch and Shelton. Knobloch got a little loose on exit. Shelton's going to take the 8th spot.
about 4 to go till halfway, 3 to go. Got Honeycutt about a second ahead of Conrad. He's about a second ahead of Bowden, and is about a 5/10 ahead of McCandless.
And some nice social distancing going on at the front. How about Corey Carpenter and Ryan Lowe? This is for 13th. Here on the back straightaway, Lowe sends it into turn 3, and he'll take the spot away. And Carpenter not able to do much with that. Overland and Honeycutt, Shelton, this is P7.
Yeah, and remember Overland got into the wall there a bit earlier, so wondering how much damage he got there, whether that's slowing him down even just a tenth or two can be a disadvantage.
2 laps away from halfway here at Darlington.
Nice.
Shelton peeking to the inside. Can't quite get the power down on the bottom on exit.
See if Shelton can get a run here. He's looking. He's not going to be able to do it.
Not this time by. We'll try it again this time by.
He didn't have a good exit there, and he lost.
So they cross the start-finish line, and we are now at the halfway point here at Darlington. As we cross the halfway point of tonight's race, it's time to bring you the iRacing Midway Race Break, brought to you by iRacing. iRacing, the world's premier online racing game. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat to experience today's newest form of competitive motorsport, virtual racing, all from your home PC. Race virtually in Australian supercars, IndyCars, IMSA, NASCAR, the World of Outlaws, and more. It's Caden Honeycutt who leads the field. He's led the most laps so far tonight, and he's probably going to walk away with that title as long as the motor doesn't hand grenade in the next 10 or 15 laps. Garrett Conrath is in second, Colin Bowden is in third, then Blake McCandless fourth, and Liam Brotherton in fifth spot. Omar Diallo sits in the sixth spot. Nicholas Shelton now completes the pass for seventh. Chris Overland falls to eighth. Will Norton and Justin Knobloch, they just passed each other. Norton to ninth. Knobloch rounds out the top 10. And it's Ryan Lowe, Kevin King, Jose Solis Jr., Corey Carpenter in 14th, Christian Peterson in 15th. Garrison Hogan, 16th. Michael Gorillia, 17th. Jacob Harberts in the 18th spot. Michael Fenlison in 19th. Colin Salick rounds out the top 20. NASCAR driver Josh Berry in 21st. Connor Horn in 22nd. Ben Nelson, 23rd. Brandon Hoff, 24th. Daniel Smallwood, 25th. Tim Sozio, 26th. Christopher Pfeiffer, 27th. Lucas Cram, 28th. Matthew Lee, 29th. Mitchell Hunt, 30th, the only truck on the track, 1 lap down, out of the race. Kyle Myers in 31st, PJ Evans in 32nd, and Will Clyde, who only made it 1 lap, not even, finishes in the 33rd spot out of the race. That concludes tonight's iRacing Midway Race Break with over 170,000 drivers on the service and over 90 laser scan tracks and cars to choose from, including the new next-gen car for NASCAR coming in 2022. It's available now. iRacing is your portal to the racing world. Get on track today at iRacing.com. About the battle for fourth, Blake McCandless, Liam Brotherton.
Yeah, McCandless looks like he's dropping back a bit. He might have used up his tires. Brotherton looking. Is he going to get it?
His tires are only 1 lap older than Brotherton's right now. Brotherton looks to the inside, can't get there. McCandless holds his own, and Omar Diallo has the fishing pole out and is reeling them in, as is Nicholas Shelton. He's got some of the freshest tires on the track. other than Ryan Lowe, who's back in 10th.
Yeah, even one lap of clean tires can get you that much in an advantage. Looks like Brotherton's a bit better on the exit.
Also something to note, Conrad is about a tenth faster than Honeycutt lap by lap, and he's starting to reel in that gap. We've got a lot going on. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing. 76 laps are complete. Caden Honeycutt is your race leader here at Darlington. We're back after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
You didn't miss a thing as we were side by side here on STN for our live coverage here from Darlington, virtual Darlington Raceway. For race number 5 of round 1 of the eNASCAR Upper Qualifying iRacing Series, second split here on STN. Jacob Pitts, Benjamin Easterday here with you for the call. Zach Johnson, our producer, pushing the buttons for us in the virtual production trailer as always. Caden Honeycutt still leads. Colin Bowden took the second spot away from Garrett Conrath after he bounced off the wall. They're still about half a second back on Honeycutt, and both of them are faster than Honeycutt.
Yeah, and as you saw on the side-by-side, Conrath was there, but unfortunately he got into the wall. And not only did he lose the time on the leader, he lost position. Now we got Bowden catching the leader, and I believe we're going to see a pass here in a lap or two just because of how used up Honeycutt's tires are.
Yeah, Bowden about 2/10 faster a lap than Honeycutt. Brotherton is the fastest truck in the top 5. He's a 10th faster than second and third, Bowden and Conrath, and 3/10 faster than Honeycutt in the lead.
Yeah, and we're hearing reports that Blake might be pitting soon, probably about 2 or 3 laps from now. It's McCandless back in 7th.
That would make sense, not because he's falling back as much as here's the battle for the lead. Bowden inside, can't get there in turn 1. Honeycutt holds his own on the high side. Makes sense just because McCandless was the first one to pit the first time around, and he pitted after about 42, 43 laps.
Now, the thing to watch is Honeycutt's really loose on exits, and that's where the other cars are really good at. Looks like Conrath got in the wall again, but here comes Bowden to the inside. See what happens.
Second verse, we'll see if it's same as the first. No, Honeycutt pulls over. New leader, Colin Bowden at Darlington. The first time that 12 truck's been out in front tonight. And the numbers on top of numbers, 12 machine, now leads here at Darlington.
Yep, probably going to pull away for about a second, probably second and a half until they start making the rounds of pit stops. So it might work for Bowden, especially depending on if he pits early or not.
And if they pit here, trying to do quick math in my head, it'll be close to make it to the end. McCandless may wind up being the furthest one away from making it to the flag. And guys like Nicholas Shelton, really, if they stay out as long as they did last time around, they should be fine in making it to the end. Again, fuel mileage is about 55, 60 laps. They have 5 cents of tires in the pits, but right now they've only pitted once. And unless we see a bunch of cautions in this second half of the race, I don't see them using all 5 cents.
Yeah, I don't either. With how spread out the field is, it all depends on how clean everyone can get through pit lane and making sure they're not missing their boxes like they were the first stop.
Yeah, we only had 1 or 2 miss pit road. We had a couple more collide into each other on the racetrack, but we've seen that enough so far tonight. As here comes Ryan Lowe underneath Blake McCandless. This is for 7th. And he'll take that spot away. Chris Overland lurking behind them. We do have one on pit road. I believe it is Michael Guerrilla, and it is. He's the first one to come onto pit road for green flag stops. Got another one on that Colton Salick. So green flag pit stops have begun here at Darlington. As we've got 50 laps to go this time by, so they should be able to make it to the checkered flag from here on fuel.
At least that's a hope.
Honeycutt has fallen back as here comes Conrath now. See if he can get by him here coming into pit road whenever they come, or before they get to pit road. Honeycutt has been the fastest on the short runs. It's been on the long runs. Then he gets eaten alive by Conrath and now, most recently, by Colin Bowden.
Yeah, behind them they had about 3 takers on pit lane. It's going to be interesting to see when these drivers up front start hitting the lane.
Yeah, it's Overland, Diallo, and Brotherton that all come in this time around. And
here comes Honeycutt.
Looking for the leaders. Here comes Bowden. He's in. Honeycutt is in, sliding it on. Conrath stays out. Will Norton is in. Christian Peterson is in. And it looks like that's about it for now.
Yeah, and once the leaders get in, you better be getting your butt in pit lane as fast as you can, because otherwise it's just you losing positions off of pit lane with how fast these new tires are.
But you're going to have a little bit fresher tires at the end of the race. And we saw Nicholas Shelton on fresher tires than everybody else be able to move through the field easier later in the run than the others. Could this potentially work for some of these guys like Conrath, who's up at the front, stay out 2-3 laps, have fresher tires at the end? Yeah, I don't know. It might work. Conrath's coming. Shelton stays out, so Conrath is in. And no other takers yet. Looks like that'll be it for now. So Nicholas Shelton back out in front.
Oh, I think I just saw somebody blow up.
Shelton is in.
No, they just hit the wall.
Okay, I was gonna say, who do you think blew up? So Ryan Lowe.
Like I saw smoke on the straightaway. I'm like,
So how about this? Honeycutt, with him pitting, falls behind Diallo and Brotherton, as well as Colin Bowden. Bowden right now, I believe, is going to be the leader, as Shelton is now down and away on pit road. Lowe, Hogan, Knobloch, King, and Josh Berry are all on pit road, which means that Christopher Pfeiffer is the last truck remaining to need to pit here. That was in contention. We have a few that continue to stay out. Cram, Hoff, Matthew Lee, and Mitchell Hunt. Hunt is on 30-lap-old tires instead of 50-lap-old tires like everybody else in front of him. And then it's Bowden, Brotherton, Diallo, Honeycutt, Overland, Conrath. That's how things are going to look. So Conrath falls to 6th by staying out. But Colin Bowden retakes the lead, and he's about 3/4 of a second ahead of Liam Brotherton, who will come back around to be second once everybody else pits.
now it's just going to be interesting to watch Honeycutt, whether he's going to be able to pass these guys and be able to hold on to that lead with how their tires are, or since he has to pass a little bit, he's going to be able to get there. Yeah, that was close.
Honeycutt 3 wide with a slower car, and with Overton, it was with Diallo. That was Matthew T. Lee that they were getting by. Now they're blowing by Brandon Hoff like he's chained to a tree here off of turn 2. Look out, guys! And now Honeycutt, he's going to try and get by Diallo. This is for 6th.
Honeycutt was able to use that pick well. He had a real good run on the backstretch and was able to take that position. Now let's see how fast he can catch up to the car in front of him.
Pfeiffer is in, Harberts is now your race leader, and Colin Bowden is in 2nd spot. So Bowden will cycle back around to be the leader once the 21 truck comes to pit road. .40 laps to go.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are pretty close together.
Harberts continues to stay out and lead. Colin Bowden has cut the gap down to 2.5 seconds. Got to go a second back for Brotherton, and then it's Honeycutt, Diallo, all under a blanket here, and then you got to go a ways back to Overland. Bowden, here he comes for the lead. Bye-bye Jacob Harberts. New leader once again. Colin Bowden back out in front here at Darlington.
That's going to be interesting to see how Jacob Harberts holds up 2, 3, 4, and 5 since they're in the line.
Brotherton off of 4 to the inside. See you later, pal.
He was able to get by cleanly.
And then I think Honeycutt and Diallo here will catch him off of 2 down the backstretch. At least Honeycutt. Diallo trying to make it, and he will. Harberts, though, can't come in and pit with cars on the inside of him. And now here comes a lapper. That is Tim Sozio in the 8. Colin Bowden is the second fastest truck on the racetrack right now. Make it third fastest or so. Fastest belongs to Ryan Lowe. Kevin King also pretty fast. But out of the cars, the trucks in the top 10, Nicholas Shelton is the closest truck with the faster speed, as Harberts is now finally coming to pit road. Things have officially cycled around. Your top 5 looks like Colin Bowden, Liam Brotherton, Caden Honeycutt, Omar Diallo, Chris Overland, your top 5.
Yeah, and with how this cycle went, it's not looking good for Honeycutt with how his car handles so good on the beginning of the run and then falls off on the exit of the run with him.
Yeah, he's already 2/10. He's already 2/10 slower than Colin Bowden. Bowden hitting a little bit of lap traffic with the 9 of Corey Carpenter in front of him.
Yeah,
as Colton Salick
on lap traffic.
Colton Salick has parked the truck. He's done for the night. As Caden Honeycutt and Omar Diallo turn 3. This is for 3rd.
We got good battling going for 5th place.
That's Overland and Conrath. Plus, you've got Shelton. You've got a lapper there in the 26. That's Daniel Smallwood. And Will Norton lurking back there as well. They single file it in turn 1 with now 33 laps to go.
Overland might be holding up these trucks. And once one gets by, I think they're all going to get by. So he's doing his best to block and prevent anyone from being able to pass him, as we got to pass there for 6.
Well, that's the lapper down there, Daniel Smallwood, in that 26. Yep. So the lapper getting by everybody, and that's going to help Overland more than it's going to hurt him.
We'll see how the lapper treats Chris Overland here.
Inside for turn 3, Overland going to give him the spot. And that's going to allow everybody else to close back in again.
Looks like Conrath might have a run here. Is he going to take it?
He stayed in line. He decided not to make the move. Battle for 3rd heating up again between Honeycutt and Diallo. Honeycutt hanging on to the spot for now. And now here's Shelton inside of Conrath for 6th. Shelton drives it in there. 30 to go, and he's got the spot.
Yeah, Shelton slipped just slightly too much and got into Conrath, but thankfully Conrath was able to keep it out of the wall there. Now it's going to be fun to see.
Will Norton in the wall. Didn't get any help, just got in there all by himself.
There goes.
Blake McCandless was on him. And now here's Shelton inside of Overland, and Conrath going to try and do the same from way downtown.
See how his exit is.
No. Gonna have to try it again. Jacob Harberts, he's parked the truck. He's done for the night. Omar Diallo did get by Hayden Honeycutt for the 3rd spot. Just for comparison, Colin Bowden is running more than a second a lap faster than Hayden Honeycutt right now. Caden Honeycutt. Caden Honeycutt. English is hard. Goodness. .27 laps to go. Let's take a look at what's coming up here on STN. It's a pretty busy week. Tomorrow night, FTF1 from Michigan. Caution. Oh, my goodness. Caution is out. This is just like Atlanta. It's that start-finish. Benjamin Nelson is sideways here on the front straightaway. He just nosed it into the inside wall, and...
Yeah, he just got loose on exit and spun it around.
Oh, and then he clobbered Connor Horn, who had nowhere to go. Similar to what happened to Priest at Kansas. There's the replay. Oh, heartbreaker. So that changes the ball game. Pits are open. Here comes everybody on the lead lap. Go figure. If you stay out here, I think you may wind up in a padded room by the end of the night. This is just our second caution of the night.
Everyone getting to their pit stops smoothly. Not seeing anyone overshot their stop yet.
Watching the exit of pit road here to see what happens. Connor Horn has out, and right now he is your race leader. He was just involved in that accident, by the way, so I don't know how this is going to work out. Colin Bowden wins the race on pit road. Then it's Brotherton. It's Diallo, Honeycutt, Conrath, Shelton, Overland, then McCandless and Jose Solis Jr., your top 10.
Yep, front not that many positions gained or lost on the exit of the pit lane.
Now, and we're going to have the lappers come in and pit here, or they may stay out and get the waiver out. That's what some of these guys are doing. Smallwood, Sozio, Cram, Hoff, Hunt, and Lee. They're all staying out to get the wave around. Connor Horn is coming to pit road. I think he just wanted to stay out and lead a lap. Colin Bowden reclaims the lead here when they get to start finish. And we've got ourselves a race with just about 25 to go, 24 to go here at the stripe.
Yeah, and if I was to lap down, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be staying out, because with these cars, with these trucks packed up, ready to go, it's going to be interesting restart. See if anyone wrecks it. See if they all keep it straight.
Well, before I was rudely interrupted by the caution, let's try this again and see what's upcoming here on STN. As I mentioned, FTF1, we have round 2, not round 3, at Michigan tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern. Oh, it is round 3? Oh, yeah, look at that. I can't read. Yeah. There we go. It is Michigan. 9 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. It is round 3 because the first thing was a doubleheader. Then Saturday, 10 o'clock, FTF Grand National Series presented by Bar Visuals at the Daytona Road Course without the turn 4 chicane, so the normal road course that the IMSA cars use and everything. Then on Monday, Four Corner Racing League at Kansas, 8:15 start time on Monday night. You can find that and more here on STN, as we'll be back 2 weeks from tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 6. The schedule looks like this. We're at Charlotte in 2 weeks. After that, we go to Martinsville. Oh boy. And then we go to Dover to wrap up the first round of the eNASCAR Road to Pro Qualifying iRacing Series. Lights out of the pace car. We've got one to green.
Doubled up and ready to go.
And I hope Barney's got the caution flag in hand this time because I think we're going to need it. Fresh tires. This is going to be something.
Yep, I wonder what games the leader's going to do, whether he's going to go early right when the pace car hits pit lane, or if he's going to hold it up a bit. Let's see.
Well, Honeycutt was going right away earlier. Conrath runs into the back of Diallo. The inside line checks up behind Conrath. Green flag. Hogan pulls down onto the flat there. 3 wide back there. Bowden is gone. See you later, boys. Here we go. Oh, there goes Christian Peterson. He saves it. And they're 6 wide behind him. Nobody wads it up. We stay green.
Meanwhile, up front, Bowden is gone, blown away, with Brotherton in second.
I cannot believe that they made it through turn 1. That should have been a 5-car, at least a 5-truck pileup. But instead, we're back to choo-choo racing with Colin Bowden pulling away from everybody else. And everybody is back single file. Brotherton and Diallo breaking away for the second spot. Then it's Honeycutt, Shelton, McCandless, Norton, Overland, Solis, Jr., Conrath, and that's it. Here comes Overland inside of Will Norton. This is for 6th. Make it 7th. Overland with the run on the inside. He'll take the spot away, and now here comes Jose Solis Jr. He wants to join the party in the Fortnite machine. Not quite clear of Norton down the front straightaway. He'll try it again in turn 1, and he'll take the spot.
Yeah, nice and easy, clear pass there, and he'll pull away. Well, Norton might. Looks like he has a bit damage on the quarter panel. Might be slowing him down. We might see Conrath get around him here in a bit.
Well, with the amount of times that he's hit the wall, I'd believe it tonight. Here comes Conrath inside. And he'll take the spot away. Now here comes Christian Peterson, who almost took out half the field on the restart. He's looking to the inside.
Yeah, Norton has damage. He's slow.
Inside 20 laps to go. It's now 17 laps to go as the field crosses start-finish. And no changes inside the top 5. It's Bowden, Brotherton, Diallo, Honeycutt, Shelton. Here comes Shelton for 4th.
He's there.
They both drive it in really deep.
Oof.
Outside line. A little bit of contact there between the two of them. And McCandless is there waiting as well.
Yeah, Shelton had the position, but Honeycutt didn't want to give away that outside lane. Going to try it again.
Second verse. We'll see if it's same as the first. Shelton's certainly going to drive it in deep, saying, I'm faster than you. I'm going to get by you one way or another. He's got a better opportunity now. And as I say that...
Well, he almost didn't realize that there was a car on high of him. Got into McCandless there a bit.
And McCandless using that outside line to his advantage. He may take this 5th spot away from Shelton.
Yeah, Shelton's got to worry about not losing all these positions now. He's stuck on the inside, which is slower.
And there goes Overland by him on the high side now. Jose Solis Jr. right behind him.
See if he can squeeze in behind him. There you go. So after all that work, He just got stuck on the bottom and ended up losing 4 positions.
Well, we're not done battling for the lead. Liam Brotherton and Omar Diallo just ran identical laps, both faster than the leader Colin Bowden. Fastest cars on the track.
Bowden had about a 1.5-second lead after the restart, and it's starting to get smaller and smaller. We're about a fourth of a second down.
Half a second is the gap. At start-finish, Bowden just marginally faster than the 2 trucks behind. Well, then Brotherton, Diallo faster than both of them. And McCandless is trying to work on Honeycutt for the 4th spot. Oh, man, and Overland got sideways, tried to put the block on Shelton. He did. There was contact between them. But Overland hangs on to the spot. And I'm not sure what Brotherton did. No caution yet. It's on the front straightaway. It's Justin Knobloch. He gets it rolling. We stay green. No caution at Darlington yet. And Brotherton continues to lose time now to Bowden. 10 to go this time by. Shelton got by Overland for the 6th spot. Nine laps to go for Colin Bowden. He won a month ago back at Richmond in our 2nd split.
Yeah, looks like it's all smooth sailing for him.
He's 13th in points and has another top 5 outside of the win from Richmond. Brotherton, I believe, is... I thought he was on the outside looking in. I guess not. I know Honeycutt is on the outside looking in. Honeycutt is an 82nd, 36 points out right now.
Yeah, and he just gained a position on McCandless there.
Yeah, holding off McCandless for 4th. Donovan Strauss leading in the top split race over on Podium Esports. Let's see, Overland 5th in points. Will Norton 6th in points. Corey Carpenter 9th in points. He's had a rough night though. Christian Peterson hanging around. He's 11th in points. McCandless 14th in points. Garrison Hogan 19th. Guerrilla 22nd. Jose Salas Jr. 24th.
Oh, there's a car that just slammed the wall in the back. That was Conrath.
Conrath, oh yeah, he's got a lot of left side damage on that truck. Actually, he got put up into the wall. Him and Kevin King made contact off of 2, and that put him up into the wall. 6 laps to go.
He's in 17th now, and I think he was running in the top 10 before that happened. So it's bad luck.
Here comes Nicholas Shelton on the back bumper of McCandless, who's on the back bumper of Honeycutt. 5 laps to go. A caution now would, I believe, put us in overtime. Shelton gets by McCandless without a problem. He pulls over and lets him go. Now he's got his eyes set on Honeycutt. Donovan Strauss, race winner in the first split. I'm not sure they even had a caution at all tonight, to be completely honest with you.
Honeycutt has a little bit of right front damage. He's also really loose there looking on the exit.
Oh, man.
That's just how his setup.
3 laps to go.
That's
4 to go round.
It is.
He's making it work, but Shelton is making him work for it right now. And I don't think anybody's going to get to Bowden unless he knocks the wall down. Multiple laps in a row. Shelton trying to get the launch off the corner. He's got a good run to the inside. Honeycutt got the wall. Shelton has to avoid him. Shelton's going to take the spot at start-finish. Here they go into turn one. Shelton's going to take fourth. Here comes McCandless looking for fifth. He backs out of it so he doesn't kill himself and maybe Honeycutt.
Yeah, they touched a bit there. Now it's to see if Honeycutt can keep his position or if he keeps sliding back.
He's got McCandless all over him like a cat on Velcro. 2 laps to go here at Darlington. McCandless to the inside. Gonna try it. Can't make the inside line work. He's got to get to the high side to prevent from losing the spot from Overland. He does so. And Shelton, too little too late. He's pulling away, but he's 3.5 seconds back on Omar Diallo. Through 3 and 4, Colin Bowden sees the white flag from Barney the flagman. 1 more lap to go here for the eNASCAR Road Report Qualifying iRacing Series at Darlington. We're focused on this battle now as here comes Chris Overland storming up the inside on the 7 of McCandless. They make contact, more contact. He's going to turn him into the wall. Up and over goes Overland. McCandless still in the wall, and Peterson gets moved out of the way by Lowe. Guerrilla runs into the back of McCandless. A big crash in turn 1, but it doesn't matter as here comes Colin Bowden. He's going to take the checkered flag and win at Darlington. His 2nd win on the season. Liam Brotherton 2nd, Omar Diallo 3rd, Nicholas Shelton 4th, and Caden Honeycutt survives to get a top 5 finish.
That was
Jose
crazy.
Solis Jr. finishes in 6th. Christian Peterson 7th. Ryan Lowe 8th. Michael Fenlison slides into 9th, and Garrison Hogan rounds out the top 10. McCandless falls to 11th, and Chris Overland will DNF this race. An exciting finish, but it's not for the win. It's back for 5th spot as Colin Bowden claims his 2nd checkered flag on this season. And I think this is pretty much going to lock him in if he wasn't locked in already. Sitting 13th in points now with 2 wins. Looking pretty good. Here's the replay.
Oh, just got caught in the catch fence, and that just ruined Overland's night. He just went up a little too far, and then pretty much turned himself off the car behind him.
Yep, because McCandless isn't going to lift this the last lap, and then these guys are all over each other back here. This is 5th on back trying to sort it out. McCandless... Or no, that's Guerrilla and the... I'm not sure who got into Guerrilla there. Good grief. To crash coming to the line. Craven got him.
Position, though.
Yep. Here are the results. Colin Bowden, your race winner. Liam Brotherton in 2nd. Omar Diallo 3rd. Nicholas Shelton 4th. Caden Honeycutt in the top 5. Jose Solis Jr. with a nice 6th place finish. Christian Peterson 7th. Ryan Lowe 8th. Michael Fenlison 9th. Garrison Hogan rounds out the top 10. Blake McCandless limps the truck home across the line to finish 11th. Kevin King finishes in the 12th spot. 13th belongs to Michael Guerrilla. 14th, Christopher Pfeiffer. 15th, Will Norton. Josh Berry finishes in 16th. Good finish for him. Corey Carpenter, 17th. Daniel Smallwood, 18th. Mitchell Hunt, 19th. Lucas Cram rounds out the top 20. Matthew Lee, 21st. Justin Oblock, 22nd. Tim Sozio, 23rd. Chris Overland DNFs with a 24th place finish. 1 lap down after the contact between him and McCandless. Then, Connor Horn, 25th. Garrett Conrath, 26th. Brendan Hoff, 27th. Ben Nelson, 28th out of the race. Jacob Harbert's 29th out of the race. Colton Salick, 30th. Kyle Myers, 31st. PJ Evans, 32nd. Will Klein fails to complete a lap out in lap 1, turn 1, and that is the field for tonight here at Darlington. Let's bring up race winner for the second time this season here, Ben, Colin Bowden.
Colin Bowden, good win there. Looked like that Honeycutt had the race until his car just fell off there, and then after that restart, you were pretty gone, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the best short run speed. I felt like Caden was pretty good on the short run, and I think we were pretty good on the long run, probably one of the best. And the race just kept coming to us. It was really hard to pass, and just had to get them one at a time there. And then the cautions, cautions usually come out late in these races, so I wasn't sure what was going to happen there, but it all worked out.
Yeah, you had a really fast setup there, and once you got to the lead, it looked like you were just gone and sailed.
Yeah, the clean air really helped my truck once I got out front. My lap times picked up a lot, and I was just holding on for the caution, just waiting for the caution to come out.
So anyone you want to say thanks to?
Yeah, I got to thank Jake Rogers or Jake Fisher for painting this paint scheme up. A special paint scheme for Throwback Weekend. Will Rogers and everybody at Space Station Racing, Space Station Gaming, Colin Keister for putting all that work he did in on the setup. It was pretty sporty this week.
Definitely a beautiful car there. So congratulations on your win, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Colin Bowden, race winner for the second time this season, and he joins Will Norton and Chris Overland as multiple times winner this season. Derek Bordeaux as well. Ethan Lane and Cedric Hunter and a couple more. Second place, Liam Brotherton. You were able to bring that truck home to a second place finish. You kind of snuck your way up to the front there as the night went on. You started 22nd, not ideal, but you were able to bring that truck home to a good finish. Talk about it.
How about it, man? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say first off, thank you, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for always giving me these opportunities to race. Also, massive shout out to Donovan Strauss. He went and won top split. Hell yeah, made an amazing setup today. I totally just screwed up qualifying. I went in there, was 4/10 off. I was practicing in hotter weather. So we had to start 22nd. And, all week we've talked about how bad it is to pass here. It's going to be impossible. And golly, we're just so fast on long runs, just able to drive through the field. And I got worried when we got that caution at the end because we weren't very good on fire off speed, but wound up working out. Clubjerky.com. They have come on board this year, sponsored a bunch of sim racers. Basically, services, you can get great jerky delivered straight to your house. You can use code LiamB for 10% off on your purchase. And yeah, thank you to everyone at Elliott Southern Esports.
Well, I guess you checked off all the boxes that I had, but that last restart, you knew it was going to be chaotic. You were able to hang in there pretty well. The chaos was mostly behind you, and on the inside line, Bowden pulled a little bit of something, and then not everybody on the inside got rolling right away. Talk about that last restart and how you were able to try and keep Bowden in your sights as he just drove off into the sunset.
Yeah, I knew Bowden's such a good restarter, so good at it, and I knew if I could just hang in front of Omar going into turn one, I think I could pull him around the top, and we were able to do that. And then once you're kind of in that spot, we were all kind of shooting each other's dirty air. But yeah, just tried our best. I think he might have been in first gear though, because they both pulled me pretty hard. They had a better just better reaction time than me.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish, and there's potential. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Charlotte. Congratulations, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody at Elliott Southern Esports, especially Elliott Sadler. He's assembled such a great group as well. Everyone at Lowline do such a great work. So very thankful. And thank you to you guys for broadcasting. This has been amazing to have Second Split. All my friends and family, they've been watching every week. Shout out to all of you guys. Really appreciate it. So
there you have it. Second place, Liam Brotherton. Congratulations again. We'll see you soon.
Awesome. See you guys.
And now we get to talk to the third place finish. Kind of snuck his way in there late. Omar Diallo here, Ben.
Yeah, kind of up and down day, but you're able to keep it in the top 10 there. What kind of strategies did you do to try to keep the truck up there as much as you could?
Yeah, I started like 11th, I think, and it was really hard to pass, as you guys could see. So I was just like, man, if I can short pit people by a lap or 2 laps and hold them off when they come, I can make up some time.
Yeah, and those short pits ended up helping you there. And then on the restart, you didn't really have a great restart as you got the high line to pass around you. Was there something there? Just the timing is a little hard to get off the restarts once the pace car gets into the pit lane?
Yeah, I tried to cut the apron, and I think that hurt me more than it helped me because it ruined my run down the straightaway, and then Liam was on my outside and just pinched me real good, and I couldn't really do anything about it.
That's all good because you got a P3, you still got a podium, and is there anyone you want to thank out there?
I want to thank Dead Zone for helping me out. I want to promote my Twitch if I could.
Do it.
Omar Diallo _ and yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us in the interview, and congratulations on your P3.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Omar Diallo, third place finisher, last step on the podium here from Darlington. Final thoughts here, Ben?
It was quite entertaining, surprisingly. We thought at the beginning it was going to be a lot of training. Ended up being a lot of training, but there's some good passes going on. Had some good slide jobs, and at the end there with the last caution that kind of threw us for a loop and made it entertaining.
That last caution certainly did throw a wrinkle in things. We kind of thought it was said and done, but we had another restart to get through there. We're done here at Darlington. We're back in 2 weeks at Charlotte here for the eNASCAR Road Report Qualifying iRacing Series second split. In the meantime, tomorrow, FTF1 Round 3 from Michigan at 9 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, FTF Grand National Series presented by Barn Visuals at the Daytona International Speedway Road Course without the turn 4 chicane. That's Saturday at 10 o'clock. And then on Monday, 8:15, Four Corner Racing League. We are back with them. They are at Kansas, and we will join them for that. For Benjamin Easterday and Zach Johnson, our producer for tonight, I am Jacob Pitts. Thank you so much for watching here on STN Racing. We're back with FTF1 tomorrow night, and we are back with the eNASCAR Road Report Qualifying iRacing Series in 2 weeks from Charlotte. Till then, good night.